Topic is all or none law. So, according to the research paper, this paper is intended to analyze all or none principle in Hodgkin-Oxley mathematical model. So, the concept applying the concept of all or none principle, an investigation on this mathematical model has been performed. This result clearly shows that the mathematical model of Hodgkin-Oxley does not observe this fundamental law in neurophysiology to generating action potentials. Now, introduction for biologists and neurophysiologists. Mathematical and computational modeling are conceptually new. These kinds of modeling may raise uncertainties. For instance, to analyze a neurological disease, in order to understand its process, the most investigations are done in animal models by scientists. So that is the model of neuron or a network of neuron. It is true that these models are not exactly the same with the real human body, but these use necessary characteristics of the system of interest. These characteristics are irritability and conductibility. Irritability is a capability to reply to a stimulation and to change its nerve impulse, whereas conductivity is the capability to convey the electrical signals to the other cells. The framework of main foundation for modern neuroscience modeling in the past several decades was developed by two scientists. In the 50s, they provide a very detailed, complex set of electrophysiology experiments on the axon of skin gene that is very large. The rest of the paper is organized as follows. Section 2 briefly describes all or none principle and the material and methods used, also results and discussion. The principle is all or none was appointed by a American physiologist. In the all or none principle in cell neurophysiology is a rule that states the strength by which a neuron responds to a stimulus is completely independent of the strength of the stimulus. It means that the amplitude and velocity of an action potential are completely independent of the stimulus that created it. Despite the fact that the amplitude, velocity, shape of action potential over a period for given axon, they almost vary from one neuron to the another neuron. In the diagram, you can see that the mathematical model of the scientists they give for this dynamic concentration of sodium potassium ions are applied to the model, the concentration of intracellular sodium and extracellular potassium. The membrane potential dynamics activation of NS channels led to change in membrane potential, and this sharp change of voltage causes action potential. Now the results. The results of stimulation along with the parameters of that control them. The reported graphs of presented. The amplitude action potential has decreased by increasing the rate of stimulation current. By increasing the strength of ejection current, the height of amplitude is shorter and shorter. The height of amplitude is for injection current with 10 NA strength and the shortest amplitude. So this was the result, and the discussion is important features of neuronal action potential are depolarized, peak, repolarized, and finally hyperpolarizing. From signal processing point of view, these characteristics are divided into two main features: signal amplitude and signal frequency. Furthermore, is the discussion, the timing of an action potential is the speed of action potential propagation along with the axon, which is frequency of action potential. So the weak or strong of stimulation can affect the frequency. It seems that the implement view of switch controlled functionality has connection with the principle of all or none. The reason is that formative role of the functionality has on the shape of action potential. So failure to comply with this law is considered as the one of its weakness with the essentially need of a mathematical solution. So this was all about it. Thank you.